Hello and welcome to St. Ansgar. Candle Genius here with Not Your Average Joe, and we're getting ready to broadcast some JV football action. It's nearly 6 p.m. and that, well, on a Monday night, right? So that means it's JV football time. These St. Ansgar Saints are hosting the North Butler Bearcats. And it looks like we're probably getting ready for some kickoff. If you're just joining us, well, probably you are because we just started this one. We got a single camera up in the booth tonight. We do have replay available, I'm happy to say, but a pretty simple setup. Just Not Your Average Joe and myself on a pretty, maybe warm night, but I would say as a spectator, it's a dandy of an evening to watch a football game.
83 degrees, south-southeast wind, 11 miles an hour. There's your wind and weather update.
No need to tune into the news. Save yourself half an hour.
Exactly. 2 minutes to go here to kick in St. Ansgar. This JV squad 0-2 to start the season. Played bigger schools the last couple of weeks. So looking forward to playing a squad of our size, I think. And this North Butler team and this group of Saints have battled through the years. This is a good underclassman football team here coming into town tonight. So this should be a good one here in St. Ansgar. North Butler versus the Saints as the Saints look to get their first W of the JV season.
And with that, we got several people watching already. Thanks for joining us. We're going to get started here in just a moment with the opening kickoff. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back, getting ready for kickoff in this one.
St. Ansgar won the toss, deferred. North Butler will receive the opening kickoff. Zachary Eckwell on to do the kicking for the Saints.
The name sounds familiar to many of you. That is indeed Zach of all trades.
Ball's bobbled. That's a live football. But he finds a lane outside. Matt Clevenger pushes him back inside to Trey Johans, who makes the tackle, but not before the runner crosses midfield. So North Butler has it 1st and 10. Already into Saints territory. They marked him out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
If you're new to Saints TV, we'll play replay between plays. Here's a little bit what it looks like. We got live. It says live in the lower right-hand corner when we're live or during a replay. We've got a replay down in the lower right. That's how you know what's live and what's not. Not intending to confuse anybody.
North Butler quarterback puts a man in motion, tries to hit him, but a little miscommunication on the play. Ball's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Let's go through your offensive line your defensive line looks like this. Jensen, Wagner, Ostrander, and Jevin Damon, I believe, out there for the Saints. Keegan, no correction, that's 26. Not 26. That has to be 28. Keegan Zacharias out there. 10 is Jager Trenton. 2nd and 10 here for North Butler. Handoff middle. Good run there. Zaid Shell in on the tackle. But a nice gain on 2nd and 10. That'll make it 3rd and 2 for the Bearcats. 6 is Porter Schweisow. Little too anxious there for the defensive line of the Saints. That'll make it 1st and 10.
I don't know if the play was designed to draw them off sides, but it seemed like you had a good number of red jerseys hopping on that one.
A little too easy there. These are 10-minute quarters here in a JV game. Motion again for the Bearcats. Handoff up the middle. This is number 10. Good gain on 1st down. Second and 2.
Bearcats off to a good start in this one. Any idea what their record is, Joe?
I do not at the JV level.
You know, the JV games, there's a fair number of them get canceled, and I don't know if it's because of injuries or because various reasons. Numbers could be a lot of different things, of course, but we get notified when there's cancellations.
There was another one today, unfortunately. Next week's JV game has been canceled versus Hampton-Dumont, so that one won't happen next week. Incomplete pass there, nice play and good coaching there. Drop a big pass play on 2nd and short, knowing you got 4 down territory here anyway. 10, by the way, who's carried the ball nicely a couple times is Tucker Pakey, I believe is how you say that last name. We learned that during track season, unless I'm still getting it wrong.
And you remember.
It looks like Pasha to me, but I believe it's Pakey. And yeah, I may be misremembering.
Well, chat's open. If we're getting the pronunciations wrong, please let us know. We want to make sure we get these guys' names stated properly.
3rd and short. That's Knoll on the carry. Gets the 1st down.
Another look at that one here.
Needed to, got to. So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. Ball at the 25-yard line. Saints defense looking to bend but not break here on the first drive for the Bearcats. 15 is Wagsness, the quarterback, Wade. I think there's a couple of Wagsness. False start, motion penalty on the Bearcats. That'll make it 1st and 15.
Got a thumbs up out there? Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Kind of scheduled this JV game a little bit late on YouTube, so sorry for those of you who may have been looking for it earlier thinking that maybe we weren't going to stream. We knew we would. We just get busy on Mondays.
That's right. Mondays are Mondays.
I think a lot of the Saints fans out there know that we're probably going to be streaming. Just pay attention. And some of you got your alerts set up.
I was just going to say, the best way to avoid an issue there is just subscribe and hit that little bell button, right? And then they get notified when we go live.
That is a fact, sir.
Incomplete pass on 1st and 15 makes it 2nd and 15. So the Bearcats find themselves behind the sticks for the first time. Kind of like on Friday night, the Bearcats offense clicking on 1st down, making it hard for the Saints defense. A little easier when we can get to 2nd and 15 versus 2nd and 2. So we'll see if the Saints defense can take advantage here.
Well, like I said earlier, they don't need it all here. It's certainly 4 down territory. I'm sure they'd like to get their 1st down here.
Pass, we hear hollered in from the sideline. It's a middle run. Nice job there on the tackle. Let's see if we can get an Alex Gonzalez, number 53, and Logan. Yeah, that is Logan Wagner, number 62, and 26, Andrew Hall, all in there. On the tackle, short gain by Knoll makes it 3rd down and 14. A good job by the Saints defense there. The interior of that line did a really nice job.
Yeah, a couple nice plays in a row there to keep them back behind the sticks.
Wagsness back to pass. Chased, pursued. That's Zach Jensen and Andrew Hall. Bring him down for the sack way back at the 38-yard line. It'll be 4th and 100 miles or so.
That is three really big plays in a row there. Again, 4 down territory, but my goodness. Do they choose to punt here?
Yeah, I would. In a JV game, right? Field position can be a big deal. Why not kick it away and see if you can? And you know what? In a JV game, a 30-yard punt is a good punt.
Yeah.
That'll put you right down inside the 10. And that's exactly what the Bearcats are going to do here. 4th and 20. Snap high, but the punter corrals it. Nowhere to go, so instead he's going to try to throw it. And now kicks it right at the last second. Kicks it into the end zone for a touchback. That was a whole lot of everything going on there.
Here's
I think
another
that
look
was
at that.
We don't really want to punt it, but so if we can find running room, we'll run it. And then if we can find throwing room, we'll throw it. And then as a last resort, we'll kick it.
And for him to get that punt off was a major win considering how really that entire drive went.
For sure. So the Saints have it for their first possession, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 5:22 to go in this first quarter, 10-minute quarters. Offense is out there. Alex Gonzalez, Zaid Shell, Huddy Ostrander, Mason Beelan, 54 is out there. Quarterback is Gavin Squire. He hands it off to number 3, Matt Clevenger. Matt with a nice gain on 1st down. Gets 5. Makes it 2nd and 5. Matty Clev, nice gain on 1st down.
Yeah, nice play to the Saints on that one. Good way to start off the game here in the first quarter with their first drive, especially after stopping the Bearcats on. As they move the ball across, defense picks up, offense picks up right where they left off.
Hand off, middle, pushing the pile ahead for a 1st down. Nice run there by Matt Clevenger. Fullback Matt Clevenger gets the 1st down for the Saints. 2 good plays for the Saints offense to start this one. Boy, I tell you what, in those first 2 games, finding running room in the middle was a challenge. So really good to see this start for the Saints. Offensive lines moving bodies here early. Zaid Shell, 55, is your center. Keeper, Gavin Squire, around the end, across midfield, out of bounds. Another Saints 1st down. 3 very effective running plays for the Saints to start this one. Good job by Gavin Squire. Good pull there. Just like they do at the varsity level is, hey, let's just bring that thing in, and we will run it around the outside.
Great job by the blockers. Great play call.
Also in the backfield's number 10, Jager Trenton. Your fullback is Brody Dolph. Matt Clevenger. Gain of 3 on 1st down. Saints take that. Makes it 2nd and 7. Just can't afford to get behind the chains here if you're the Saints offense. They just need to positive plays, 3 4-yard gains, just like on Friday night. This offense is what I like about this. Is at this level looks a lot like our varsity offense, right?
Sure does.
And that's a great thing. You don't have to relearn when you get to the next level here in St. Ansgar. Squire, pass, knocked down nicely. That's number 80, Bryce Schroeder. Good defense there on the pass.
Yeah, great defense. I don't expect to see a lot of passes today, but certainly an occasional pass will keep your defense honest, especially, should help open up the running game. But
I think that was intended for Zach of all trades, and 80 not swatted her down. So instead, it'll be 3rd and 7. 4-down territory again, in my opinion, so you don't need it all here. Saints will take 3 here and go for it on
I agree.
4th and 3.
Oh.
Squire loses the football, and the Bearcats recover. Turnover Saints, ball at the 41-yard line. North Butler will have it for their 2nd possession.
Let's see where that happened here. We got
just,
the replay going.
A pulling guard, somebody knocked it out of his hands. It looked like live. Let's see what you can see on the screen here.
It looks like, you see here, he's got the ball here.
Yeah.
And maybe, it looked like maybe just some
Right
maybe
there.
miscommunication.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I feel like maybe there was some uncertainty as to who was taking that ball.
So North Butler has it for their second possession. Handoff, middle. Good tackle there. That's number 20, Landon Yinger. On a tackle, short gain, 2nd and 8. Both teams have had the ball once offensively. Both teams drive, but end up with no points. North Butler second possession here. They'll have it, 2nd and 8. Ball at the 43-yard line.
Several new people have joined us since we made the statement. We got one camera going tonight. One's a replay. So we do have an opportunity to play replay. Watch the lower right-hand corner of your screen for whether we're live or replaying.
Wagner keeps around the end. Good pursuit, Andrew Hall. Great pursuit there. Brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him one.
Great job, great job.
Johan's in there as well, on the tackle. Makes it 3rd and 6. Ten is Jager Trenton. 6, Porter Schweisow. 3, Matt Clevenger. 8 is who's 8? 8, Trey Johans. That's right. 1, Gavin Squire. 20, Landon Yinger. And then the big guys up front we talked about in the first drive.
It'd be so much easier if these guys just wore their baseball.
Right? Just wear one number for everything. Pass intended for Schroeder off his fingertips, out of bounds, incomplete. That'll make it 4th down. 4th and 6. Let's see what the Bearcats do here. Right at just shy of midfield, about the 45. This is punt territory. We saw a very interesting punt last time. Do we see this?
Well,
the punt option again.
This will be interesting. If you miss it, you want to check it.
That one was just a straight punt. Nice punt. Out of bounds. Ball at about the 20-ish yard line. The Saints will have it for their second possession. 1:04 to go in the first quarter, 0-0. After the Saints defense force a 3-and-out.
Much like the first punt for the Bearcats, the Saints were there. They were in his face. They made that punt difficult. And like the first time, too. Good job getting a decent punt off.
So second possession here for the Saints offense. They're very effective. Matt Clevenger had a couple of nice runs. Gavin Squire kept it around the end. But that drive ends in a turnover. Handoff here up the middle. Brody Dolph with the carry. He gains 3. It'll make it 2nd and 7. I don't know why I can't get there it goes. Sorry about that. The down and distance marker was malfunctioning here on my end. We got her now. 2nd and 7. A couple of plays left here in this first quarter. The play clock is off. This could be the last play of the quarter. Gavin Squire keeps around the right side. Finds a nice little seam there. Pushes nicely ahead for a gain of 7. Going to make it 3rd and manageable. I believe that will be the last play of the first quarter. It will be. So when we come back here to start the second quarter, it will be 3rd and 2 Saints from the 45-yard line.
We'll be back in about 1 minute. Don't go anywhere.
worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Thank you, LR Fault Construction, for your sponsorship of Saints TV.
Great supporters of Saints athletics and our community in general. Saints false start there on 3rd and 2. So mistake-prone start here for the Saints. Both penalties on the Saints. That one's costly. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Hey, if you don't know, the Enterprise Journal now has a mobile app that's new, and honestly, it's getting better and better every day. Check it out. The Enterprise Journal will have a QR code or a way for you to sign up. Get that app. Get your news quickly, easily.
3rd and 7, this becomes you change the playbook on 3rd and 7 here, so we're going to have to do something a little different. Let's see what that looks like. Get it outside, it looks like is the plan. Ball comes out, but I think that was ruled down before that occurred. That was Matt Clevenger. Gain of 3, makes it 4th and 3. So the Saints will kick it away here. Their second possession ends in a 3-and-out.
Are you saying this isn't a 4-down territory?
I don't think it is here. The clock is stopped. I'm not sure it's supposed to be, but it is. Maybe they ruled that a fumble and a fumble out of bounds. They must have, or the clock would not be stopped.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
So we're going to go ahead and put a few seconds back on. The clock magically can go the other way, too. 9:52 to go. Just 8 seconds on those two plays. Run off the clock. New punter this week. That's Johans gets into one. Nice punt. And the North Butler Bearcat ball carrier takes it back across midfield. 2 drives now start for the Bearcats in St. Ansgar territory. Living dangerously here are the Saints.
Nice punt by Johans.
So it's Bearcat football for their third possession. 1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line of the Saints. So they start in St. Ansgar territory. Wayne Wangsness is the quarterback. I believe that's Knoll, Peyton Knoll, number 20, in the backfield. Puts Bartles in motion. Handoff, nowhere to run. A loss of 2 yards on the play. A loss of 4 yards on the play. Nice job by the Saints defense there to sense the broken play and put a little pressure on it. Makes it 2nd down and 14.
Seems like the Saints defense is kind of getting warmed up here.
Yeah, yep, that was another negative yardage play. That's 3 out of the last 4 plays have ended like that. So the Saints defense seems to have figured this run game out.
Yeah, if you missed it earlier, the Saints were kind of allowing the Bearcats to kind of push their way down the field, and then suddenly they just
A couple of missed tackles here, though, and that's been the backbreaker for the Saints in the JV level all season. Strikes again as Bartles rumbles for 40 yards. It'll be 1st and goal, Bearcats.
Just as we're talking about the defense stiffening up, big one pushes
Too
through.
much reaching and grabbing and not enough tackling going on.
I think you're right.
They'll figure that out. We talked about it the last couple of weeks. Just this group is young. It needs to play more football, and thank goodness they're getting that opportunity tonight. They'll get it figured out. Bartles is the ball carrier. He's brought down short of the goal line, so it'll be 2nd and goal. Looks like the ball's about the 4-yard line. My perspective up here is not very good. 4 or 5-yard line, so we're going to call it 2nd and goal from the 5.
That looks about right, based on what I saw the forward progress to be.
Maybe the 4, something like that. Man in motion, that's Bartles. Magnus, the quarterback. 20, Knoll is the running back, but it goes to the fullback, big number 44, and he stopped short of the goal line. So good job again, Ben, but don't break if you're the Saints defense. That's the name of the game. 44 is Kane Nielsen. At least that's what the roster online says.
Great job, Saints.
3rd and 3. 3rd and goal from the 3. So after allowing the big play, the Saints defense is stiffened up here on 1st and 2nd down. I'm going to have to do it twice more. 3rd down on the way. Aiksness going to roll out, looking to throw it. Nobody there. Now he finds a receiver off fingertips. Incomplete pass. Wow. 44 was there. It looks like it just rolled off his fingers. And the Saints get a big stop on 3rd down. 4th and goal from the 3. You see the punter has a big leg. I wonder if he can kick field goals.
Well, are we going to find out, or are we just going to go for it? And
Number 80 is the punter. Do not see him on the field, so it looks like the Bearcats will go for it. Let's call it 4th and goal from the 4.
Well, if I'm a Bearcat, I like the call. I mean, it's you're going to pin them deep if you don't get the touchdown, of course. They want to get the touchdown.
Handoff middle. Short. He is short of the end zone. Turnover on downs. The Saints defense comes up big there. They get the huge stop inside the 5. 4 cracks at it from inside the 5. North Butler can't get in, and the Saints defense holds.
Great job, men in red on that one. After the 40-plus yard carry, taking them inside the 5-yard line, the Saints hold and turnover on downs. This first down is sponsored by soybeads.com for better candle making. It's wax for candle makers. You can make your home better, I suppose, too.
Key first down here for Squire and the Saints. They need 4 here just to give them a little breathing room. 3 or 4 yards here would be really nice. Squire with the handoff up the middle, and the Saints do just that. They get 4 on 1st and the shadow of their own goal line to make it 2nd and 6. Nice job by the Saints offensive line there. We don't talk about those guys enough, but nothing works without the push up front. They did a nice job there of nothing fancy, right?
No, we didn't expect anything fancy. Just had to push.
And they know that too, right? We're not going to throw it from our own end zone or run a sweep or do anything. It's going to be straight ahead running, and everybody knows it. And now it's a matter of who executes better. The Saints do in that one. Middle run again. Good job there. Gain of 3. Going to make it 3rd and short. Was that Matt Clevenger? The last man up? I couldn't tell. There's so many bodies under
Got the
that.
replay going right now. Number 29.
That was Dolph then. Okay, Brody Dolph with the carry. So he's the fullback. So first guy through got it there. 3rd and 2. Looks like the Saints need about the 12-yard line here.
It's so hard to tell which guy's got the ball, isn't it?
It is. Handoff here. Right at the line again. I think they'll give the Saints first down. They do. First down, St. Ansgar. Believe that was Jagger Trenton with the ball there. So he gets the Saints a first down after being first. First down from 1st and 10 from their own 4. The Saints get it pushed out near the 15.
And this first down is sponsored by Mitchell County Regional Health Center. This guy's donated $100 per home run. It's $1,900 of additional, beyond the sponsorship, that goes right back into St. Ansgar schools. Thank you, Mitchell County Regional Health Center.
Squire looking to pass. Finds Clevenger. Clevenger tackled out of bounds there
Great play.
by Knoll. Good tackle by him, but a gain of 4. Makes it 2nd down and 6. So Squire getting involved here in the offense. He played some quarterback in the first game, did not play quarterback last game, is playing tonight. So they've kind of done an early season. Everybody's trying to find their groove.
That's
and
fact.
who plays where. It's an adjustment we've made here tonight. Fumble. I don't know if that was a snap thing. What happened there? But Squire gets back on it. But the Saints lose 4. It'll be 3rd and 10. They only lose 3 on. Let's call it 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that's, let me take a look and see if I can spot that.
I looked down at my notes a second, look up, and I see Gavin chasing after the ball. So I wasn't sure either if it was a snap issue or.
Let's see if we can get there before the play starts. We may not. It feels like it was a handoff exchange. Yeah, definitely exchange issue.
Exchange just came out. Gotcha.
Yep.
So the Saints are working on that. That's why they play the games. 3rd down and 9 here. Squire keeps, gets the edge. Gets a nice block from Jagger Trent, and he gets a 1st down. Good play for the Saints offense there. Evan Squire does a nice job of finding that opening. Jagger Trenton out front with the block. Does his job, and Saints get a 1st down. So 2 first downs on this drive. 3? Nay? 2.
Oh, my goodness. I'm
This is
falling
2.
behind on my first down sponsorships here.
Adams Painting and Drywall brings you the Saints' 1st down.
Thank you, Adams Painting and Drywall, for helping keep Saints TV free to watch.
Squire under center, puts Trenton in motion. He's got the edge. 40, 50. Down across midfield, tackle
Great
down just shy of the
play.
40-yard line is JT Red. Jagger
Great.
Trenton, nice play there.
Great
Little
job,
jet sweep,
Jagger.
and he found that edge and turned it upfield.
Good vision, too, to make that cut inside.
1st and 10, Saints.
This first down brought to you by Paradise Pizza and more. Thank you, Paradise Pizza.
Nice little drive going, started inside the 5-yard line. The Saints are out into Bearcat territory. Squire keeps and pays the price. He goes around the end, tackled hard after no gain.
Here's another look at that one.
That was Samuel Martinez on the tackle. Nice tackle there for the Bearcats. And the Saints will go back to work, 2nd and 10.
I don't know what's going on in the backfield. Is it soccer ball? Is it volleyball? But twice now I thought I saw flags flying.
And it's yep. There's 2 girls over there playing with a volleyball in the grass. Yeah, that's what you're seeing. That's funny. You see something fly through the air in a football game, and you think, oh, that's a hold.
Oh,
or
no.
That's
Yep.
Clevenger in motion. The handoff goes to Dolph up the middle. Middle of the Bearcat defensive line. Smart play there. They stay home. No gain. 3rd and 10. In fact, he lost a yard. Make it 3rd and 11. That's a misdirection play, and when they don't bite on the misdirection, bad things happen.
Bad things happen.
Bad
for
things
Saints.
happen. So now that sweep, when we have handed off, has worked really well, and the QB keeper around the edge has worked well. So this squad, this is their first opportunity to show off a little bit of that team speed that they've had, and they've done a nice job finding the edge. They'll need to do it here on 3rd and 11. Going to have to get somebody outside here. Squire under center. He's going to pass. looking for Johans. Johans comes back to it, makes a beautiful catch. Squire to Johans for a 20-yard gain and a first down.
Great job. Oops. Hold on, let's get back here.
Trey Johans, give him 23 yards on the reception right when the Saints needed it for a first down.
Hold on, we got to.
Chains are set. Minute 30 to go in the first half. The Saints' first drive inside the red zone here for North Butler. No score. Saints are driving. This drive started at the 4-yard line. Handoff. Jagger Trenton. Trenton gets 5 on first down. Timeout. Timeout, Saints.
All right, we missed a replay on that catch. Let's go find it, shall we?
Yeah, the clock is not your friend with the Saints offense needing 20 yards in a minute and a half. We don't have a lot of 20-yard plays in the playbook, so we're going to need a couple of those. Here's one of those 20-yard plays in the playbook.
We'll slow this down just a little bit because
watch Trenton,
why wouldn't we?
Johans, how he comes back to that football.
Great.
Gets his hands underneath it. That's a great catch by a freshman split end. Nice job.
And he's fast. He's got the jets, right? But obviously he can turn those jets around and come back for an underthrown ball. Defender goes right behind him.
Well done.
Great job on that one.
So minute 10 to go in the first half. No score in this one, but the Saints are driving. They have the ball inside the 15-yard line of the Bearcats. Looking to cap off what would be a 96-yard drive.
Wouldn't that be something?
Cap that baby off with a touchdown. You want to?
In a 0-0 game, I'm sure any points would be appreciated, though a touchdown sounds favorable.
That's what I've got ordered up. See what the coaching staff has drawn up to try to get these Saints into the end zone here. JT in red. In motion. Pass. Just short there of Johans. They went back to that Johans play. Hometown clock operator takes no time off the clock. The Saints will take that.
We've seen.
He can hear me down there, the hometown clock. Yeah, we are familiar with how that can work, so we'll talk about that later. We actually probably won't talk about it.
We probably
anymore.
don't need to talk about it.
We don't need to. It is 3rd and 5. Let's talk about that. I think clock operator heard me, so he took 3 seconds off the clock, which is probably fair. 3 seconds run off the clock there. We go to 107. 3rd and 5. Dolph, Trenton, and Clevenger in the backfield. But it's Squire who keeps. Short gain. Timeout, Saints. Be 4th down. As Squire gains a couple, let's call it 4th and 3. Minute 2 to go. Captain, announcer, obvious guy says, big play when we come back.
Big play when we come back. Let's take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. 4th and
3
when we return.
Focus Insurance Team. Safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Thank you, Wold Inc., for your generous sponsorship of Saints TV.
They're going to bring you this first down right here. 4th and 3 for the Saints. Squire hands it off to Clevenger. Clevenger's going to be short of the first down. Turnover on downs. It'll be North Butler football here. 57 seconds to go. Clevenger met at the line, just nowhere to go.
Yep, it's almost like they knew what was coming.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Well, like you said, that drive started on the 4-yard line. So good drive, just gets stymied, much like the North Butler drive prior to that.
Right. And now the Saints have to guard against the big play. You have to wrap up and tackle here if you're the Saints. Cannot allow points in this last minute of this one. The Saints do get the ball to start the second half. Remember how I said wrap up and tackle?
Just as you said it.
That works, though. They end up bringing him down. They get him down. That's Bartles on the carry. He gains 7 on first down, and North Butler takes their first timeout. I believe the Saints have 1 timeout remaining, and the Bearcats will have 2. There are 48 seconds to go. In this one, we're going to call it 2nd down and 3.
And as we approach halftime, take a look in the top left-hand corner. We have a give butter. It says make a difference. Saints fans give butter when they can't be at the game if you have the means to do so. The stream is free, will always be free, but making the stream is not free. So any donation is appreciated. 100% of the donations acquired through our Give Butter platform go straight to the St. Ansgar School District. Thanks for those of you who made a difference. We'll have a mailing address and a web address at halftime if you need that. So get your pen ready.
We appreciate all of the donations. Helps keep us running.
It does.
So 2nd and 2 here. Just 48 seconds to go. Like I said, the Saints just have to guard against the big play on this one. Pitch outside Bartles, who's been hard to tackle tonight.
Oof.
But he gets tackled by Jager Trenton. Nice job there by Jager. They get the first down, but the Saints will take that. They'll give that up with 40 seconds to go and 70 or 65 yards to the end zone and the clock running. Just need the tackle there, and the Saints get it. Pass play coming. Wangsness overthrows number 80, who's Schroeder.
Jacob Trenton, not the biggest guy on the team, but played like it that last play.
He's a football player, that guy. I don't care if he weighs 95 pounds. He's a football player.
Yes, he is.
We exaggerate on Saints TV. I'm sure Jager. Don't send me emails. I know you weigh a $153. I'm sure whatever it is, but
$153.
I'm going
Jager.
to $150. Well, okay, $127. But
he plays
we
like
exaggerate.
he's 253.
Exactly. That's all that matters.
Jagger's got grit. We've always said that. Jagger's got grit. Kid knows how to work. He brings it.
Having a great football season. Fun to watch. Just a freshman, JT, number 10. You're going to hear that name and number a lot. And we're going to call him JT Red here on Saints TV because that's what I call him in baseball. It hasn't caught on yet. I'm going to keep calling him that until it catches on. Incomplete pass. Guy was open. Makes it 3rd and 10. 24 seconds remain here in the first half, a scoreless first half. There has been plenty of yards, just no touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Both
Maybe
teams,
that field goal would have been a good idea after all for
as it
North
turns
Butler.
out, it might have been. North Butler had it 1st and goal at the 3 or 4 yard line and got denied. The Saints defense holds 4 plays in a row, and then they turn around, march at 80 yards back inside the 15-yard line, but turn it over on downs there. Both teams played a good, clean football game. Been fun to watch. Good JV game so far. Handoff here. This is just a don't make a mistake play for both teams. Knoll is tackled by a host of Saints, and the Saints call timeout with 15 seconds to go. They burned their last timeout and will force the Bearcats to punt. Going to be 4th and 6. Ball at the 28-yard line.
15 seconds remain in the first half of this one. St. Ansgar 0, North Butler 0. Like you said, we've seen a lot of yards, but no scoring yet. Man, this is going fast.
Fun to see. I'll point it out because this is something that happens in St. Ansgar that doesn't happen everywhere, and I think is a cool deal. So Coach Suisau is the official, I believe, JV coach, but you see Coach Meyer out there, right? You see head coach Clevenger out there. You see Coach Nielsen out there. Is that Coach Steinberg, I believe, out there as well? Just really cool to see that, they all have their role inside the coaching staff here, but they're all involved. And the head coach is here at a JV game, giving a little bit more of his time to make sure that he's watching and seeing the development. It happens at almost all of our sports in terms of those head coaches are present at the younger age level, and man, it makes a huge difference.
Sure does.
Fun to see.
Same values that they expect out of these kids. They convey themselves day after day after day, and those values make a great culture, and that's where we get our tradition and where we get the legacy of great sports athletics. This is how it all happens.
Yep. It's about raising great young men and young women, right? And that's a part of how we get that done. So I thought I'd point that out. Cool to see. Gets the punt off. The bar punt rush has been there tonight.
It really has.
Somebody's got it down in here so we don't run the clock out. They do. There will be 4 seconds remaining. The Saints will have one shot at it here with 4 seconds on the clock. Ball in Bearcat territory.
What would he call here? I don't think we're going to take a knee on this one, but
We're going to chuck it up to number 8 is what I would, if I'm calling the plays. And this is one of those, playground in the sand. Here,
I agree.
Joe Hans wants you to run to that post. See the post in the back of the end zone? Just run to that as fast as you can. Gavin Squire, drop back and chuck it. Chuck that pigskin, I think, is what we say here on Saints TV. Let's see if I'm right.
And the way this one's going, that could be the play. Could be the score, the only score in the game, the way this one's going.
It's been a defensive battle, no doubt.
If you're watching from home, yeah, there's a risk that that play goes the wrong way and scores in the other end zone.
Yep, we've seen that too. That's why they play the games. If it happens, right? Everybody learns something from that. Squire under center puts JT in motion. Quick pass out to Suisau, who throws it himself, but it's out. Or incomplete, excuse me. That was Suisau.
I was a little too zooming on that one, Joe. I missed it. That one does fall incomplete to
I think he maybe got his arm hit or the ball slipped. It just didn't come out of there clean. So that was the old trickeration, right? We're going to throw it out to the wide receiver who's going to throw it again. So that's a backwards pass that goes out there. And then Suisau throws it up. But it falls incomplete, and that will do it. It is halftime.
I really like that play call. Don't you like that play call?
do.
I mean, you got a couple guys that can throw the ball. Let's go ahead and take advantage of that.
You bet.
It's a fairly safe play, right? That first one doesn't get caught. Either it's behind the quarterback lateral, so we just jump on it, or it's an incomplete pass. It's dead. The thing that you want to avoid, of course, is them scoring. So even if it's picked off, he's got to get through 11 guys to get to the end zone.
Right.
I think there's way more to gain from that play than you're risking. It's a great call.
Yep, I like it as well. And like I said, you run it now, and you learn from it. You're ready when we need it at the varsity level in a couple of years. These boys will be ready. So they take a knee here in the end zone. Just 7 minutes in this halftime, or 8 total, 7 left. So we will, I assume, take a break here, Eric, and we'll be right back with the second half here in St. Ansgar, 0-0.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Howdy, folks. Kennel Genius here, hoping that you're enjoying this free stream just as much as we enjoy creating it for you. Everyone on the Saints TV team is working voluntarily without pay to make this production possible. This involves the infamous STA Stream team, a group of students who help bring it all together. With equipment, software, and classroom needs, there are many expenses required to make this possible. Saints TV has partnered with Give Butter as a platform of choice for safely handling online donations to this project. 100% of your donation goes right back to the St. Ansgar School, so please consider making a contribution today. Simply scan the QR code on your screen, or if you'd prefer, log on to www.givebutter.com/SaintsFan. If neither of those are your jam and you'd rather just mail a check, well, you can mail it to Saints TV, P.O. Box 371, St. Ansgar, Iowa 50472. Thank you for watching, and thank you for giving Butter.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Howdy folks, Candle Genius here, hoping that you're enjoying this free stream just as much as we enjoy creating it for you. Everyone on the Saints TV team is working voluntarily without pay to make this production possible. This involves the infamous STA Stream Team, a group of students who help bring it all together. With equipment, software, and classroom needs, there are many expenses required to make this possible. Saints TV has partnered with Give Butter as a platform of choice for safely handling online donations to this project. 100% of your donation goes right back to the St. Ansgar School, so please consider making a contribution today. Simply scan the QR code on your screen, or if you'd prefer, log on to www.givebutter.com/saintsfan. If neither of those are your jam and you'd rather just mail a check, well, you can mail it to Saints TV, P.O. Box 371, St. Ansgar, Iowa 50472. Thank you for watching, and thank you for giving Butter. All right, great time to be back. If you're waiting for the second half to start, your wait is over. The clock has hit 0. They've reset for 10 minutes. Those 10-minute quarters. We are heading into quarter 3. Saints are going to receive this one. Score tied 0-0. Joe, what's your take? What needs to happen here to change what we're seeing?
Yeah. Defensive battle here, right? For both sides, both defenses are playing very well. The Saints have a bunch of big plays, have several key kind of grinded out first downs, but just can't get them put together. And that's what needs to give here is just a little consistency, and they'll find it. I have a good feeling about this first drive here. We'll put a series of that together where it's grinded out first down, big play, grinded out first down, big play, touchdown. How's that sound?
I like it. I like it.
All right.
If you're wondering what this kicking formation is, it's the old kicking formation. You're probably trying to get your brain trained to the new NFL.
Good luck getting your arms around that NFL thing. That's down there. When you touch it and a knee is on the ground in high school, you are down. So the up man, that's Keegan Zacharias, does a nice job corralling that thing because we've learned already in this season you got to jump on those things.
Yes, you do.
Because anything can happen. So the Saints will have it 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And, Joe, that's just good coaching, right? I mean, hey, you know what? I know you want to get up and you want to make the big play, but just secure the ball.
Yep.
Let your offense go to work.
Exactly, because that thing squirts past him, and now it's anybody's ball.
Yes, sir.
Saints offense back out for their first drive. Porter Schwiesau in at quarterback for the Saints. He hands it off to J.T. Red.
J.T. Red
With a gain of 4 on first down. We talked about it, and we'll talk about it on every broadcast, how important first down is for all of the offenses of St. Ansgar football. And maybe just football in general, to be real honest with you. Might be a little cliched, but, man, for our offense, it's even more important. So really key there to get a long 4, nearly 5 on first down for Jager Trenton.
If you think you've seen the last play, we got a little bit of a
little exchange issue. Ball on the ground again. Schwiesau loses it. He recovers it, though, dives back on it. Took a big hit as he jumped back on it, but he does recover. Unfortunately, the Saints lose a couple yards on that one, and we get behind the sticks now with 3rd and 6.
Keep an eye on the lower right-hand side of your screen there. It either says live or it says replay for those of you who may be watching saying, well, wait, what? Did they just do the same thing twice in a row? No, we tend to play the replay of what just happened so that you can see it again as we're talking about it.
Schwiesau under center. Pass. Looking for Johans. Off his fingertips, incomplete. That'll make it 4th down, and the Saints will punt. Good defense there by the Bearcats. They were all over that one. They have figured out that Johans is the target, and they have him covered like a blanket. Good job by the Bearcats defense. Saints will punt it away here. 10-minute quarter, so if it feels like that quarter went really fast, yeah, they go really fast. First half was 35 minutes long, I think.
We're in the third quarter. This game started less than an hour ago.
Johans, the new punter this week, gets into that one, gets a Saints roll. Going to get the ball across midfield where it's downed by Landon Hillman. So the Bearcats have won the battle of field position. They have started at or beyond midfield. This is their 4th time to do that. But the Saints defense has found a way to hold them out of the end zone. Zaid Shell comes off. Looks like he's got a little injury. He's shaking that elbow. Stinger, maybe. Just getting it worked out. Looks like he'll be back in there. Nothing major. Middle run, nowhere to go. Hudson Ostrander says, no, sir, not through this way. Lost 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. The middle of our defensive line has played fantastically in this football game. And nothing doing up the middle for the Bearcats, so they'll have it 2nd and 12.
Great job by the Saints D on that one.
We have a T on the field. So Peyton Knoll discovers that in the backfield, gets rid of it. Wagner, as a reward, is going to hand it off to him. Holding number 77. We'll let that one go uncalled. And just tackle him for no gain makes it 3rd and 12. Sometimes I think it'd be easier to officiate these games from up here. I know basketball would be easier to officiate from our perch.
I think you're right.
TV.
I think you're right. I think you're right. At least that's what we believe.
We believe. And I'm not saying I should do it because I am clearly not qualified. But I'm saying maybe, put somebody up here to observe.
It's actually,
call down.
It's a great point.
You know they do it in the NFL. They claim that they don't, but they make some of those calls come from up top. That's why the flags are so late to come out, because they're in their ear saying, you got to throw that one. That's PI. Wagner's pitch.
Ooh.
Ball's on the ground. The fullback does a nice job of getting back on it, but that will shut down the Bearcat drive. 4th and 11, another nice defensive stand from your Saints defense. They're going to force the Bearcats to punt. The Bearcats cannot take advantage of the short field. They'll kick it away here. And the punt coverage has been interesting tonight, so you're not going to want to go get popcorn during this play. You're going to want to stick around. High snap.
Again.
Oh,
they're
almost.
right there.
Short punt, out of bounds. So the Saints will have it. 1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. So they'll have it 1st and 10 from there to start their second drive here. The first one goes 3 and out, but the defense forces another 3 and out. In this defensive battle here in St.
It is
Ansgar.
a defensive battle. Scores tied 0-0. And this first down is brought to you by Beeland Ag Risk Services. Thank you, Beeland Ag Risk Services, for your generous contributions to keep Saints TV free to watch.
Schwiesel, I believe, back out there at quarterback. He puts Trenton in motion, hands in the ball, jet sweep around the end. Trenton's got the edge. Finds it, goes way across midfield, down to the 40-yard line. JT Red with a big first down run. Gains 25 on first down.
JT Red. Look at this guy go. Slippery, great vision, great feet. Kid's a stud.
We've run that play twice very, very effectively, and we ran that QB keeper in that same fashion very effectively a couple of times. So the Saints have done a good job of sealing off this edge. It's Beeland and Hillman out here on that side. Gonna try it again. Schwiesel. That time somebody had a little too big of grip. Let's see if we well, he'll give us a number here. Listen up. I think I know, but I don't want to out him on Saints TV.
Here's your replay.
It wasn't who I thought it was. I
I'm
don't
looking for
see
it.
the hold.
I'm
Oh,
looking
right there. Right there. Yep, it is who I thought it was. Never mind. It was just earlier than I thought. I won't say it out loud. You know who you are, Mason Beeland. So that makes it 2nd and 20. Or excuse me, 1st and 20. Here's the good news. Don't lose the down. And you know what? You're just holding on every play. If you're not holding, you're not trying. Schwiesel, pass, screen, finds Trenton. JT turns it upfield for a gain of 6. So the Saints get 6 of those penalty yards back, makes it 2nd and 14. Whittle away. How do you eat an elephant, Mr. Sparrow?
One bite at a time.
It's the same way you convert a 1st and 20 into first down. Just one bite at a time. So that's a nice bite, 6 yards. That'll work. Cross midfield, so we're into that, kind of 4-down territory range too, so that gives you an extra down to try to accomplish it. Porter's going to keep. Schwiesel, stiff arm, but he's brought down. Nice tackle by Bartles. On Schwiesel. 3rd down and 15.
Tough going here on this drive after Jacob Trenton's big run.
That seems to have been the story of the night for both offenses. Big plays, but they can't follow them up in this one. I haven't seen an overtime game yet this year. Maybe it's time.
Let's just
Or let's
figure
just
out a way to
score
score
here.
here.
Okay, I like it. Let's just score here. 3rd and 15. Clevenger in motion. Pass back to JT Red. Red breaks one tackle, but just no room to run. Gains one, makes it 4th and 14. And the Saints have punted away. We can't overcome the holding penalty there. And the Saints punted away. Schwiesau in to do the punting. So we've had a couple of punters tonight. I like it. Give a couple guys the experience. Schwiesau gets in one, gets the Saints roll. Beelan down there to down it, along with Andrew Hall. And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Well, good news there is Saints pin them fairly deep.
Yeah, with especially the way the night has gone tonight, the Bearcats have started in St. Ansgar territory 3 or 4 times, or near it anyway. So good job by the punt team there. And the Saints defense, who played just a great football game tonight, back on the field to try to do it again. New look from the Bearcats. We have 4, 5 wide receivers. Wait a minute, that's not a wide receiver. That's an illegal substitution, says the man in the white hat. And that'll make it 1st and 15. Too many men in the huddle is the call against the Bearcats. I thought he was going out to be another receiver. Turns out he was going off the field.
Got it.
Because he wasn't supposed to be there.
Well, no wonder it seemed like there was too many receivers.
Right.
There was just too many players in general.
There's still going to be a lot. We haven't seen a 4 wide-out set here yet tonight until now. Trips right.
The passing game has been struggling a little bit.
Spread us out, run it up the middle with Knoll. Good job by the interior of the defensive line again. They get 3, but the spread us out, run it up the middle, play doesn't yield much. It's 2nd and 13.
Not a bad idea considering.
No, I like it. Trying to create a little room inside. Like you said, there 3 pass attempts, I believe, all fell incomplete. But they have shown they're not afraid to throw it. I have a feeling we might see one here. Same formation here. Agnes in the backfield with Knoll as a protector. He's going to pass. Quick pass out to Bartles. Bartles drops it. Get on. That's a live football. That is not a forward pass, sir.
It feels like that's live. The whistles were blowing.
They were right away. He blew it dead right away, which is what his job is. He thinks it's a forward pass. He blows it dead.
We're going to take a look at this. So here's where your pass is coming from. Well, where are you at there? The 16-yard line, perhaps? And that's happening behind him for sure. That is
a backwards pass.
So whistles should not have blown, and that should have been a live ball.
So the Saints smartly go after, right? That's one of those coaching things of, hey, no matter what, go get the football. We can sort this thing out later. So the Saints do a good job of learning from it. Football is a game of angles, an official told me after Friday night's game, and I think that's very true. Football is a game of angles. It's all about positioning and where they're standing, and you can see different things. It's pretty easy to do it from here, right? This is really easy to see it in slow motion replay. It's really hard to see it live on a football field.
You know, we probably should suggest that these referees carry a cell phone in their pocket and just tune into the broadcast. If there's any question on a play, just take a look. Take another look. We'll slow it down for them.
Right tackle jumps there, going to make it 3rd and 18.
There's a chance we don't make any fans with the referees doing that, so we probably better just go easy on them. That'd be a tough job.
Right. They do it, and they do a fantastic job. We're glad they're here. We couldn't play these games without them. We experienced that in the baseball season. We had games we couldn't play because we didn't have anybody to officiate the thing. So obviously that's a huge problem. So if you are an expert, please volunteer and be a part of this thing and be a part of high school athletics, because it's a lot of fun, right? It's a lot of fun to do this, and I know I have several acquaintances, customers, and friends that are officials of some sort at the high school level, And I think it's kind of a brotherhood, sisterhood thing, right? That's fun and engaging, and you get to give back to a game that you probably played or loved. So get involved. Become an official. And we'll be nice to you on Saints TV, we promise.
We promise.
Good punt. Brought in by JT Red at the 49-yard line.
It's the best punt of the night for North Butler, and from a yardage perspective, I actually don't even know, but he actually was able to cleanly get a punt that time, probably for the first time, without being
harassed.
That's a good word. I like that.
Our punt rush has been effective tonight, but he gets a good one off there and needed it. Flipped the field a bit, but the Saints still start in Bearcat territory at the 49-yard line. Minute 45 to go in the third.
This first down is brought to you by Farmer State Bank. Thank you, Farmer State Bank, for your generous contributions.
Schwiesau under center. Gets it to Trenton. Trenton with a 4-yard gain on first down. Good job by number 10, JT Red there. Makes it second down and 6. No score in this defensive powerhouse battle here in St. Ansgar under a beautiful fall sky. It was way too hot today for September 16th, but other than that, no complaints. Schwiesau hands it off to Jagger Trenton. Trenton. Gain of 2.
Trenton looks good down there, doesn't he?
Give him 3. Make it 3rd and 3. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Schwiesau hands it off to Trenton. Trenton finds a hole.
Flag comes out.
Flag comes out late there. See what we get. It's in the vicinity. It is not. It is a face mask. Okay, that's what I thought. Maybe we got a face mask there on the tackle. That is what they call. So face mask penalty will give the Saints a first down. It was going to be close. We're going to have to measure. We no longer need to measure. Is this a 5-yard or a 15-yard variety? This is a 15-yard face mask. I thought I saw a head come flying around there unnaturally. I guess that's what that was. So the Zebras see that one, call it a 15-yard penalty. They wind the clock here with 32 seconds to go. 1st and 10 Saints. They have the ball at the 25-yard line. Schwiesau hands it to Dolph. First guy through. Good gain on first down. Give him 4 yards. Makes it 2nd and 6.
Saints looking to change the scorelessness of this game here.
That'll be the end of the third quarter where it remains scoreless. It'll be 2nd and 6. Saints knocking on the door of the red zone as we start the fourth quarter when we come back here in St. Ansgar.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Thank you, Wold Rim and Wheel, for your generous sponsorship. Joe, guess what time it is?
It's game time? I don't know. What
Fourth
time is
quarter
it? Fourth
game
quarter
time.
time. Fourth quarter time. You had me thrown there.
This fourth quarter is sponsored by your friends at Damaris Hardware.
Saints gain 2 on 2nd and 6. Makes it 3rd and 4. 4 down territory here. The Saints coaching staff says, we got 2 plays to get 4 yards. Let's do this. They drop play number 1. I'm hearing some requests for the offensive line to hold their blocks just a touch longer from the sideline. They're nice requests. They're kind of, send them invites like, would you please do this? So let's see if that makes a change here. Shuisao picks up the fumble, hands it off late, and that works out very well as young Mr. JT Red, the aforementioned JT Red, Jager Trenton, with a nice gain, gets the Saints a first down.
You're getting a lot out of JT tonight in this JV showdown.
JT JV showdown. I like it.
Just a freshman.
Just a freshman. And a 95-pound freshman, like I said. Because we exaggerate here on Saints TV. He's not really 95 pounds. He might be 85.
55, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Jagger, we're kidding, of course.
We are
but
kidding.
We
He's
know
going to
for
listen
sure
to this.
that
I'm
you're-
gonna get feedback on this from JT. I'm also going to get feedback on the JT Red. But you know what? Into the end zone goes JT Red. Touchdown, Saints. JV style touchdown, Saints. I can call him whatever I want as long as he runs it into the end zone after I call him that. It is 6-0 Saints. The scoreboard has a mark.
Look at that kid flex on the way through. He's got what it takes here.
Untouched. You got the replay there?
Yeah, I was a little late to hit it, but we're gonna go grab it here. So let's go see if we can hit her right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got it. Let's do that.
Watch the job there. Brody Dolph out front, pushing a guy out. Mason Beeland, Alex Gonzalez, all making holes there. Good job. Saints are going to go for 2. Going to throw it. Shuisao. Wide open. Matt Clevenger for the 2-point conversion, and the Saints take an 8-0 lead. With 8:42 to go in the fourth quarter, the Saints strike first.
Great job, Saints. Got my replay all out of sorts here. Got to get that settled, and we're going to be right back right after this message. Don't go anywhere. Saints lead 8-0. Thank you, Grain Millers, for your generous contributions to keep Saints TV free to watch. We got the QR code up in the top left. If you're watching from home and want to contribute, 100% of the proceeds go right back to the St. Ansgar School District. Joe, I'm sorry, man, you're not getting paid. You never have gotten paid. Joe, by the way, does this because he loves it, as does everyone here at Saints TV. So delighted to push those funds back into the school system.
Yep, that's why I think that was part of the mission, Eric, when you started this thing, and it's been awesome to see it play out. Nice job downfield. Who is that? Who is that masked man? Number 10. I think we call him JT Red here on Saints TV.
We have called his name before.
Is all over the place.
He really is.
95-pound, 5'1", JT Red,
JT
all
Red.
over the field. And by the way, Jager Trenton is at least 5'10", 165 pounds. So that's his true size. But, man, he plays like he's 250 and a senior. The kid is just, man, it's fun to watch tonight. He's been all over the field. North Butler has it here, trailing 8-0, 1st and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line after a nice tackle on the punt coverage or kick coverage. Langston finds a receiver, but off the fingertips of number 80, Bryce Schroeder. Saints dodge a bullet.
Passing game has just not been working for these guys tonight. Got an open receiver, a big open receiver.
Yeah, that's a...
Trenton knew what he's doing.
Yeah,
I
right?
think it was the fear of JT Red that was really what knocked that ball out of his hands.
It could be. He saw him coming and didn't want to take the hit.
No, sir.
Heard the footsteps.
Officially, JT Red, 6'5", 265. He just packs it in a much smaller frame.
I got you. I hear you. 77, Ryan Baker in for the Saints defense here. Wagsness looking to pass. Looking for Schroeder again. Schroeder's covered up. Instead, he's going to have to try to run it. Breaks a couple of tackles. Reverses field. Still on his feet. Brought down by the aforementioned Baker, who did a nice job in pursuit to limit that to just a 10-yard gain. That could have been really ugly when you start reversing field that far. Sometimes really bad things happen in your defense. But it is enough for a gain of 10. First down, North Butler.
Great job by the quarterback on that one to find his way to squeeze and weasel or slipper. I don't even know what you call it, but he was slipping and sliding all over the place out there, finds his way to a first down. And that could have been a lot worse for the Saints on that one, too, the way he was moving. No doubt.
Everybody's a little tired. It's hot, right? Long game. Bartles with the carry, tackled by Landon Yinger and Logan Wagner for the Saints. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Under 7.5 minutes to go in this one. It is a gorgeous night. It's cooled off a little bit now. It's in the mid-70s. Light south breeze, beautiful sky. What a night here in North Iowa. Bartles again breaks a tackle. Wrapped down there by Zacharias, Clevenger, and others. Gain of 2 makes it 3rd. Gain of 3 makes it 3rd and 2. Alex Gonzalez back into the game. I heard, hey, we got to get bigger. So they put the big guy back in.
It's sure been fun to watch Alex over the years. Play football, play basketball. Great kid.
Yep, for sure. Bartles gets the first down, across the 45-yard line. And a nice sustained drive here to start the 4th quarter for the Bearcats. The referee would like the gentleman up here to start the clock. I'm saying this so for their benefit. Now we get her running. It is. There's some varsity kids in the room next to us. Here's a little behind the Saints running the scoreboard for these JV guys tonight. So nice of them to step up and do that. Nice tackle. Guess who?
Guess who? Indeed. There's that was a great play.
Just JT Red, Jagger Trenton, all over this field tonight.
This guy
turns what was going to be a first down and a 10-yard gain into a 1-yard gain by making a heck of a nice tackle in the backfield. To bring down Knoll, he gains a half a yard.
Don't worry, JT Red. We're grabbing these clips for you.
That's right.
We got some highlights here. We'll run a highlight reel at the end of this one as well, so stick around. When this one is over, we got some clips to share.
We're going to call this one the JT Red game.
I think we should.
It'll be forever known as.
It might be just the beginning of something very, very special here in St. Ansgar.
Could be. Bartles, middle. Short gain. Good job again by the interior of that defensive line. I see Matt Clevenger up from his linebacker spot. I see Alex Gonzalez and Zach Jensen all combined to make that one. It's 3rd and 7. Ball right at midfield.
You know, love, Joe, this is a JV game. Right? We're not looking at a JV game, but look at all the young guys we have in here. How great is this?
Yeah.
Love it.
That's a great thing and a testament again to the culture and the program here that they've got going with this football program. Miscommunication, broken play. Wagsness smartly brings it in, goes around the end, gets a first down and more. He's still loose. Up the sideline he goes, out of bounds. Inside the 30-yard line. Broken play for a 25-yard gain, just a backbreaker for the Saints defense. They had him hemmed in, too.
Yeah, they did.
If he'd have pitched that ball, there'd have been no gain of one, punting it away. Instead, the guy he was supposed to be pitching it to was on the other side, so he had to take off and run. And sometimes that happens.
They may design some new plays off of that.
They might.
That's not even the first time tonight for North Butler that a play that was miscommunicated ended up being some very positive yardage.
Pass here. Gonzalez is held. That time the flag comes out. This can go whichever way you want because it's coming back. It'll be a gain of 10, but all for naught as Alex Gonzalez is held. The man in the white hat says, "You can't do that, sir," and that'll back them up. Make it first down and 20. Wipes out a 10-yard gain. So the Saints had one of those earlier that they couldn't overcome. See if they can take advantage of it in a reverse direction.
What may be the fastest football game that I've ever been a part of. There's 4 minutes remaining in this one, and if you're just joining us, we went scoreless quarter one, scoreless quarter two. St. Ansgar scores a touchdown and a 2-point conversion in the third.
Right at the end of the third. I believe that was correct.
And here we are with 4 minutes to go in the fourth.
Bartles. Left side, finds a lane, still on his feet, dragging defenders down to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 20, he gets 15.
Here's some let's goes coming from the sidelines. I think that's just good coaching.
Yep.
Let's go.
Got to step up here. It's been a long night. It's warm. Got to finish it now, right? There's 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Where you find out what you're made of here in the last 3:20. Needing to stop here, the Saints defense goes back to work. 2nd and 6. Middle, Bartles. He's run hard this possession. Gain of 3, going to make it 3rd and short. So they turn 1st and 20 into 3rd and 3. That's a win, right? That's a win, and it's 4 down territory. So now you got 2 plays to get 3 yards.
You got to hold them here, Saints. Obviously, if you're North Butler, this is probably going to be your last chance to do something.
Right. The way this clock has run in this game with the running attack for both teams, they need to score here. They know that. Pitch to Bartles. Finds the seam, but he's brought down right at the first down marker. It's going to stop the clock and give North Butler a first down. So they just get the first down there. And the clock winds. Under 2.5 minutes to go in this one. The Saints lead 8-0, but North Butler's driving. Wagsness. Under center, hands it to Bartles. He has been the workhorse on this drive, 4 or 5 yards at a time. He does it again there. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Clock runs. Zaid Shell back in for the Saints. Under 2 minutes to play. Timeout, St. Ansgar. The Saints call a timeout there. They want to talk this one over, give the defense a quick chance to catch their breath. As the Bearcats have said, we're going to hand it to number 4, and we're going to run him over the left side. So good luck. And it's worked, right? They have, after that big gain on the broken play, they've handed it to him 4 times in a row, and I think he's got 20 yards on those 4 carries. So he's done a nice job of whittling away with that same play, same run play.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the conclusion of this one right after this short break. All right, we're back here in St. Ansgar. 1 minute 52 remaining in this game. Joe, tell folks at home the situation.
Well, this is what it all comes down to, right? Has been a defensive battle. It is 2nd and 4. North Butler needs a touchdown here. They're not getting this football back the way this game has gone, and they have handed it to Bartles now 5 times in a row. I think he has 25 yards. He's just 5 yards a carry, but the clock continues to run. They will reset here, make it 1st and 10. There'll be a minute 43. You get that fixed on your clock at home. The clock now runs as it's set for 1st down. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Wangsness hands it to guess who, and this time,
wow,
Alex Gonzalez says, Nope, him and Logan Wagner combine on the stop. Short gain. 2nd down and goal from the 9. We have whistles, a timeout. North Butler, they take their first timeout. So with a minute 17 officially on the clock, 2nd and goal from the 4, correction. Without that red goal line, my eyeballs are all messed up, apparently. I must need the red goal line.
You are clearly referencing the West Hancock game
I might have been
Friday
frustrated
night.
by the red goal line. I think
It's
the red goal line needs to be outlawed in high school football. You
Yeah,
shouldn't. The line should be white. Make
There
the lines white. They don't
surely is
show
a
up on our
reason for it.
stream. They don't show up in the stands. We couldn't see it.
No, we couldn't.
So
we
you
couldn't.
see the white line, you think, well, that must be about the 2-yard line.
Yep.
No, it's the 7.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. And I think it confuses folks at home as well. I think we had some chats come in that talk about, no, you guys are wrong on what yard line it is. And no, it's you just when you can't see.
You
and I don't know
just
why
can't
that's
see.
true. We not the first time we've seen a different colored goal line, but there certainly must be a reason for it. Like, oh, hey, this is the big one. But
Yeah. Don't you think it's just this is neat to have a different goal line? That's what it's all about.
it's interesting. I'm not sure.
Bartles is getting the handoff. He's going left. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, North Butler. They get on the board. Big play coming. Minute 13 to go in this one. 2-point conversion to try to tie this one up with a minute 13 to go. They've run the same play 6 times in a row. Are we going to see a 7th?
I think they're going to throw it. It's just my gut says they're going to try to, do something different. I'll say throw the Saints off, but it has been moving the ball.
They are going to do something different. They're going to pitch it outside, and he gets around the end and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It's a tie game, 8-8 here after North Butler drives the length of the field, punches it in with a minute 13 to go.
Well, hats off to North Butler on that. They seem to have found the Saints' Achilles heel on that drive. They found a way around Big JT Red.
Yeah, running away from him.
Yep.
Running to the other side.
Running to the other side. That's a pretty good key for these guys is, hey, stay away from that guy. If he's got number 10 on his jersey, just go the other way.
So the Saints will have it a minute 13 to go in regulation. I don't know if there's a JV overtime. Sometimes it's, you know what, we've played enough. We're gonna call it this.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll play a quick overtime of some sort or say, hey, we're going to play one overtime, and the high school overtime rules are fun, so I hope we get to see one because both teams get possession in high school, kind of like in college, so you get the chance to see that. Sometimes they'll just run one, say, hey, we run one. If it's still tied, then she's just over. Sometimes they'll play it out. So
if I'm a betting man, I would say that's what they're going to do. They're going to say, hey, look, we're going to do one round. Not looking to be here all night because it has not been a high-scoring affair.
But you know what? The Saints can avoid all of that.
Yes, they can.
How about a JT Red kickoff return touchdown in the JT Red game? This is the JT Red game. So, I mean, is it an impossibility? Is it too
I'd say
much
it's
to ask?
Quite the possibility.
All right, here we go. We're going to find out. Number 10 has been all over the field tonight. Can he do it one more time in the kickoff return?
And to be fair, JT has done his job, and so have his blockers.
No doubt, no doubt. That ball's going to go out of bounds. That's a procedure penalty. That'll set the Saints up. No time off the clock. They'll get the ball at the 35-yard line. The NFL's the 40, but in high school, I believe it is the 35. The referees are discussing that as we speak.
Well, so key here, if you're watching from home and you're new to football, Obviously, you can run a big play, and big plays come with some big risk as well. So the way JT is playing, maybe there's a chance. The way
Speaking of big plays, I think the Saints declined that penalty because we want the chance to run her back.
Oh, you're kidding.
I think that's what just happened because we're kicking it again. I think this is you ain't taking the ball out of the hands of our guy.
That's interesting.
Our return guy.
I like this idea.
I think anyway. I don't really know, but I think that's what happened.
Well, I'm ready to hit the catch that replay.
Or it could just be a redo too. Sometimes there's redos. Either way, North Butler's going to kick it off again. Guess who's got the football?
You called it earlier.
JT Red breaks a tackle out across the 40 to the 45-yard line where the Saints will have it 1st and 10, needing points to end this thing. 1:06 to go in the fourth quarter. First down, Saints at the 45. Let's see what they've got drawn up here with just 1:06 to go. 2 timeouts remaining for your Saints.
Well, we've seen 2 Saints attempt passes tonight. Am I correct in that?
That's correct.
We've seen a couple of receivers who are very promising. We've seen some very good running as well, so this will be fun.
Trenton in motion, gets the handoff. Gain of 5 on first down. Clock runs. And now timeout called. Timeout Saints. They use their second timeout. It will be 2nd and 5 with the ball right at midfield. 57 seconds officially left in this one. What a fun JV game. This has been good for the boys no matter what happens from this point forward. We talked about the first 2 didn't go Saints' way. Tough physical games in those first 2. This one has been as well, but has been a little more evenly matched. And we've seen a lot of good things out of both sides of the football. North Butler's played a really good game as well. So fun JV game here in St. Ansgar tonight. 2 good teams that have played good football.
Yeah, I agree. And the defense has been great. We've seen some great offense tonight. We've kind of seen it all. Some special teams. The way the Saints have defended the punt has been pretty incredible to me. But at the end of the day, you referenced it on our way up here, walking up the stairs. We get to see a team that just looks more like us, right? It's a regular sized group of kids.
Yep.
It's a regular
50
JV.
of them over
There's
there.
not 50 of them.
Yep.
It's a nice matchup, and I have to believe that both sides appreciate that the game that's being delivered tonight.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. There's not enough junior high. There's not enough 9th grade teams. There's not enough JV teams in the Class A level to play at your own level very often. So I think you're spot on. I bet both teams are excited to play, a team in their class tonight at the JV level, and it showed. It's been fun. Pass here. That's a backwards pass. Schwiesau going to air it out for Johansson. He's caught it down to the 10-yard line. The old double pass play works again. Squire with the backwards pass to Schwiesau. Schwiesau airs it out to Trey Johans, and Johans hauls it in down at the 10-yard line. Saints have the ball. 1st and goal. The clock runs as they set it here.
What a great design. What great execution.
So it is 1st and goal right at the 10. Schwiesau hands it off around the end. JT Red down to the 5. Timeout, St. Ansgar. So the Saints use their last timeout, by my accounting anyway, and it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5 after this timeout. 32 seconds to go in this game. What a fun JV game.
Really.
My goodness, what a play. What a play.
We're to only moments before we're talking about, we've got to kind of see it all, and then we keep delivering plays.
Yeah, they just bring us more. Oh, you haven't seen it all yet. Let's execute this double pass play that we tried to run earlier. So kind of fun to see that. Been well executed. After the first one didn't go the way they wanted it to, they learned from it, and that's what these games are about. We saw it there.
Saints not known as a passing team. Saints are certainly not known as a double passing team. When you can
Right,
pass
is that
twice and one
throw
down,
it,
that's
yep.
definitely a rarity.
Yeah, hit the split end with a backwards pass, and the split end also happens to double as the quarterback sometimes. That works out pretty well. Trey Johans, does he have, 80 yards receiving tonight or something?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bunch. I can't.
That's
That's
and he's made
awesome.
some great catches, and
Oh, that's awesome.
that catch was pretty clutch too.
He's going to be another fun one to watch. Just a freshman, and he's going to be a really good basketball player. He's going to be a good baseball player. He's obviously going to be a really nice receiver for the Saints football team. Fun to watch. 2nd and goal from just outside the 5-yard line. 32 seconds on the clock.
Trey, a
8-all.
heck of an athlete.
Shuizao hands it to JT Red, who carries it up the middle, pushes inside the 5. Clock runs. 20 seconds to go. Shuizao gonna pass. Incomplete. Just was intended for Clevenger. Knocked down. So I believe that is going to make it 4th and goal.
That does make it 4th. Here's the replay of that last one.
14 seconds to go. 4th and goal.
That last one probably wasn't going anywhere anyway. I don't think there's anything hurt. It did stop the clock. It's probably better than had it been complete because you had 2 defenders right there.
Yep.
On that.
Timeout, North Butler. They want to talk about it defensively. That's a break for the Saints, I think, and I
Yeah.
totally understand why North Butler takes the timeout there of let's get set, let's make sure we got this. But it benefits the Saints, too. They get the timeout there, much needed, so they can draw up one last play here in regulation for the Saints offense, barring a penalty. May not be the last play of the game, but it's likely the last Saints offensive play of the
Yep.
game. How about that?
So are we on the 4 on this
I
one?
think
Is
it's
it-
the 4. I don't see
Okay.
any red lines
It
here, so I
feels
believe
like
it's the
the
4.
4.
We're going to call it the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, 4th and goal from the 4. It all comes down to this. I do not see a field goal kicker getting loose, so we are going to try to put it into the end zone here on 4th down. Get a drink of Gatorade. We're
You're
ready
ready.
to go. Pound on the
You're
table.
ready.
Let's do this. I'm sure. What do we have? 5,000-6,000 viewers for this one. It's been a bunch.
It's really been good. I think it's another record breaker. Pretty
No
sure
doubt.
it's in the thousands.
No doubt. And I don't blame him. What a heck of a football game here.
Sellout audience in the stands as usual.
The Saints going for it. 4th and goal. Shuizao under center. Dolph is the fullback. JT Red. But it's
we're
going to be a
passing.
pass.
Oh,
Wide open.
oh.
JT Red. Touchdown Saints.
Oh, great
And the
job
Saints
on that one.
get
Hey, you
the
know
lead
what?
here. They go up 14-8 with just 7.5 seconds left in this one.
Let's talk America through this one. We're going to run this one in slow-mo here real quick while they get ready for
Watch
an
this.
unnecessary kick. There's a pass. There's a catch to a wide open. How do we leave him open? JT Red.
The JT Red game. Jagger Trenton, congratulations. What a heck of a game. All the Saints did their job tonight, but we're going to highlight old JT Red because he had
Yes, we
himself
are.
a whale of a second half.
And when this one is over, stick around. We're going to be hitting the highlight reel before we end this stream, so you're going to want to see that.
Saints are going to go for 2 here. Shuizao, pass. Looking for Clevenger. Finds him, and Clevenger
Wow.
slips a tackle.
Whoops.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. So the 2-point conversion fails. It is 14-8 St. Ansgar, 7.5 seconds. I don't have a half a second on my scoreboard. I'm going to
Well.
have to request some development time to get a half second.
Old Sparrow got a little
added.
anxious there with Zoomatron, too. I don't think I didn't quite see the end of that one. I actually thought he was in, to be honest.
It was close, but he was brought down just shy of the goal line. But the Saints go 45 yards in a minute and 7 seconds, punch it into the end zone. Key play there, obviously, is that backwards pass, and then the Shuizao unleashes it to Johans, who gets the ball down, gets it 1st and goal, and then the Saints punch it in on a Jagger Trenton touchdown reception from Porter Shuizao, and they lead at 14-8. 7.5 seconds. Saints got to avoid disaster here now.
Yeah, so much to see on that last drive. Honestly, just a great game, I think, by both teams. Defensively, we were zeros at half. Just so many great things happening offensively, defensively. For North Butler to go and take it and put in the touchdown and the 2-point conversion with just a couple minutes remaining in this one, did what they needed to do, but the Saints delivered on that last drive in a very big way. Yeah. Fun to see.
Who says we aren't built to go 65 yards in a minute? Of course we are.
Of course we are, even if it takes 2 passes on one play.
That's right. So, Zach Eckwall on to kick it off. Offsides is the call. Offsides on the Saints. That'll back it up, and we'll do it one more time. Looks like a squib kick potentially coming here, which I like the call. This is let's just kick this thing, let it dribble around. Either we can jump on it, or at least one of the big guys jumps on it for them, burn a couple of seconds off the clock. You don't have to worry about a big kick return, right? That's your worst nightmare here is a big kick return.
Yes, it is. They got some dudes would like to keep it out of their hands.
For sure. Number 4 back there to return it, Bartles. He has been difficult to bring down in the second half. Runs hard. So the Saints are going to try to keep it out of his hand, I'm sure, is the strategy here. 7.5 seconds to go. Saints lead it by 6. Schwiesow kicks it into the empty spot there. They get it into Bartles' hands on the reverse. And Matt Clevenger brings him down at the 40-yard line. 5 seconds roll off the clock. There are 2.8 seconds officially left in this one. So North Butler's going to line up for one play here. Chuck that pigskin. You're about to see it. Here we go. 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. Likely one play remains in this one. North Butler does have a timeout left. St. Ansgar is out of timeouts. So Wagsness. Timeout, North Butler. I think they were about to get another one of those illegal substitution penalties. Instead, they decide just to call a timeout. So they'll burn their last timeout here. Talk this one over. They likely have one last play to go. No timeouts remain. 3 seconds on the clock. Saints lead at 14-8.
All right, we are back. We are in our final timeout. 2.8 seconds remaining on the official clock. 3 seconds remaining on ours. Ours is probably more official because it's not your average Joe's handiwork. But Saints lead this one 14-8 in a game that looked like it was going to go into overtime. Saints drive in a very, very big way. If you missed that, don't worry. It's always free to watch on CNC. Just go check out.
Go watch it anytime.
In real already happened time on YouTube. This is exciting. We expect to see a big play here from North Butler. We know they've got the dudes. We know they got the plays up their sleeves.
Yep.
Can they deliver here when it matters? Can the Saints deliver the defense to keep it from happening? Here we go.
Just a 3-man front, 5 defensive backs for the Saints. Magnus, they're going to try a little flea flicker of their own. This is Bartles going to throw it over the middle. It is knocked down incomplete, and that will do it. Your Saints win it 14-8 here at home over the North Butler Bearcats. Fantastic football game.
So many red jerseys, and it turns out the only 2 white jerseys down there collide with each other. So good idea on the play, not quite the execution that North Butler had hoped for, and that is your final. St. Ansgar 14, North Butler 8. As these boys shake them up. Joe, I promised we'd be seeing highlights at the end of this one. Shall we roll those highlights?
We'll roll them.
Can you remember
this game in its entirety?
Can you remember?
This is the big sack, right? They were driving at this point, and it was 3rd and long, but you never know what happens there. Good defensive stop. The defense played great for the Saints tonight. Bend but don't break.
You got
This
it.
is Gavin Squire, played at QB in the
Great
first
job
half. Yeah, he ran a couple of those where he goes around the end, had big gains for the Saints in the first half. Jet sweep. Jair Trenton.
Who is that guy?
I think we call him JT Red here on Saints TV. Big part of his 200 yards of offense night right there on the jet sweep.
Reminds me of a play I
Trenton.
saw yesterday from a guy named JJ. Justin Jefferson did a little bit of that yesterday in a big million-yard catch. Look at that beauty.
Squire to Joe Hands. Really nice adjustment by Joe Hands to go get that one. Great catch. Have we seen this play?
Is this a replay of the same play? No,
This
it is not.
is not
It's
the same
similar.
Yep.
A lot of it is similar.
Just 30 more yards of JT Red on that one. Great job. The Saints have executed that play really well tonight. Takes everybody to do that. I know the guy with the ball gets all the credit, but it takes all 11 guys to do it. And sometimes when you got somebody special carrying the ball, really good things happen.
You got it.
And there is the aforementioned JT Red going into the end zone for the Saints. First touchdown. Is this the two-point conversion?
Two-point
perhaps?
conversion.
There's the two-point conversion.
You bet.
Really well
Look at that.
done. Nice throw. Schweiss out of Clevenger to make it 8-0 Saints. But North Butler, right, comes right back, and they drive the length of the field here and punch it into the end zone. If these are in chronological order, this drive will end in a Bearcat touchdown, which I think you're going to see right here, perhaps.
I don't think I highlighted their touchdown. Sorry, Bearcat fans. I kind of highlighted the defense.
Gotcha. Yep.
Here. So the
So
score
that
that you
was
see
the-
on the board, of course, is not live at the time. It's live right now. The
You
final.
got it. So the Bearcats punch it in after that play to make it 8-8 because they get the two-point conversion. The Saints return it. Again, JT Red, he returns it out near the 45-yard line on that ensuing kickoff. So the Saints have 55 yards to go. 55 yards.
Here's the play
And
of
this
the game.
is the play of the game. Squire to Schweiss to Johans, and he hauls it in, makes it first and goal Saints after a couple of run plays. On fourth down, the Saints do this. Jair Trenton, wide open in the corner of the end zone. He makes it 14-8 Saints. They try a little trickery on the return of the kickoff. That falls a little short. And the final play here, which I imagine we have clipped, we do not. The final play was a pass that just got knocked down. And that'll do it. The Saints win it 14-8 over the North Butler Bearcats. Thanks, North Butler, for coming up. Like we talked about, these guys just don't get enough football in, and awesome to be able to play another Class A team. And they did a great job. A good team across from you as well. So good battle here tonight. The Saints managed to come out on top 14-8.
Yeah, I thought it was just a great overall battle. Two teams really, I think, well matched. I think there's a lot of really great calculated offensive and defensive plays, and just a great opportunity for guys to get some reps. Very similar to how they're going to grow into varsity football players, playing teams much like each other. What a great game overall. Thanks for coming to North Butler. Thanks for those of you who tuned in to Saints TV tonight. Kennel Genius, not your average Joe, signing off. We will see you next time. Tomorrow, by the way, you know what? Let's cover that. Tomorrow,
let's do it.
volleyball. Tomorrow night, volleyball. I always forget this. We got to cover the week. Tomorrow night, volleyball. We'll be here in St. Ansgar on Saints TV. You should be here cheering and eating the best popcorn in all of Iowa. Friday night, we will be at Belmont.
Belmont Clemmy, yep.
Taking on Belmont Clemmy, the varsity.
Little tease in the business, I think they call it. We may have a behind the Saints volleyball edition this week.
That's coming
We may
this
mix
week.
in a little volleyball football this week, so we'll get you a little bit of that. So you'll be sure to subscribe, hit the little bell button so you get notified when we drop that next Behind the Saints episode. You'll want to catch this one.
You'd be crazy not to do it. Go do it now. Go do it now. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Good night.
Oh, yeah!